Does a producer really have to know how to play piano in order to make a piano-based beat? Yes and no. It's kind of like how when you're trying to fit colors together, you got to know what colors kind of fit or what colors complement each other. Now, here's the thing about complement in graphic design. Complement means colors that kind of really don't go together, but we kind of make them fit, like the colors of Christmas, the green and the red, or the Lakers colors, because I'm from LA, the purple and the gold. There's a color wheel that we go by that it shows you what colors kind of are opposite of each other. And it's the same way in music. You got to have an understanding of music, music theory. I don't know music theory at all, but I know music concept. Now, here's the concept of music. What sounds sound good together? What melodies can you marry together and create a dope sound and harmony for what you like? Now, here's the thing, though. You got to be confident when you're making music, because what may sound good to you may not sound right to other people. And in addition to that, it may not even make sense in the world of music. But if you have a creativity that makes it sound, I like to say, attractive, then why not? Now, I know a few chords. I learned a few chords from a couple of producer friends that I have, and then some of my family that's in music. But I never really wanted to sit down and take lesson in it. And it's not because I'm lazy. It's just because of the fact that I can never understand the flow of the music. I even have a bass guitar over there in the corner that I know how to play a few tunes with, that I taught myself. But again, it's something about the finger. That's why I'm not actually, I can type very fast with 2 fingers. It's crazy. Kind of like how I play the piano, except when I want to hit those chords. Anyway, back on subject. If you know how to make it sound good, if you know how to throw drums underneath it to give it a decent ride, you can almost make anything fit. But there is a way that I like to take a few piano, I guess we could say like typing strokes, like piano strokes or piano jabs, and fit them together and make them work for whatever type of music that I'm trying to do. And then I'll come with a few layers on top of that. So I'll ding, 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 and then add something, ding, 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 and then something else, ding, ding, ding. And it kind of sounds like chords, and it kind of sounds like I knew what I was doing. Now, here's the thing about music. If you didn't see me do it, but you like it, I don't have to tell you how I got to that point, right? But then there's the hit and miss. Because what if you tell somebody that same thing and they be like, well, how did I know that you even made the beat in the first place? Well, here's the thing. In this video today, I'm going to show you my process in doing it. Yes, I make beats. Yes, I make dope beats. No, I'm not a great piano player, but I can create a melody if I want. No, I'm not a great singer, but I can hold a note. No, I'm not a great guitar player, but I can hold it like I can play really great. But anyway, man, let's get to the video. Thank y'all for stopping by. You know who I am. I'm DKhairho. Let's get to it. All right. So for this video, we're going to be using the Machina software, but we're going to use my trusty MPK 49 by Kai. Yes, I could hit the pads on the MK3, but for whatever reason, when it comes to me doing a piano video, why wouldn't I use a piano for the piano video? Yeah, so this is, check out how I hold my finger so you guys can see how much I don't know how to, I don't know, do I? Well, somebody tell me in the comments. But see, I could do stuff. I could do stuff. I like that sound though, but I do stuff like, I don't know. So for whatever reason, I always feel that if I'm playing a chord, I gotta hit black keys alongside the white keys, and I gotta hold my finger. And I like to hold my fingers like I really know what I'm doing, when deep down inside, I don't know what I'm doing. But when I'm by myself, I like to feel like I'm doing something dope, right? But I like this. So this is probably something that I would play, and watch how I hold my fingers. So this is how I know that. because I know those 3 keys because I always stay along that lane when I play. So don't make it seem like, oh, you did this before or you know how to play. No, it's just I know this lane, so I know what this area sounds like for whatever. I don't know, man. Maybe I should be better at playing the piano because I know what certain keys. It's kind of like when you typing on the phone, like you don't really have to look at the phone to know where the next letters are coming or what the next letters are going to do in your conversation. That's how I am with this piano thing. So I know this area right here. So, and this is something that I probably played before that I'm used to playing. So that's probably why I keep doing it. But I do like that sound. Oh, see, I forgot. I told y'all I can't play. So anyway, let's try this. And that's that this, I don't know, is this the modulation wheel, I guess? Or this is modulation. I don't know, but wah wah. I call it the wah wah. That's why I like that sound. But anyway. Then you can do something. That's like hip hop. So now, let's lay that. Let's lay that, and then let's see what we're gonna do with that. Before we lay anything, let's go ahead and change our tempo. I'm gonna put it around 85 beats per minute. That's where I like to start. And then also I want to change my pattern length. Gonna do it at, let's do it at 2 beats per minute. And let's go ahead and lay that. So here's the thing that some people may be saying, or maybe you won't. The timing is a little off. I don't mind when the timing's off, especially when you playing anything naturally. The timing is about as precise or as tight as it's gonna be, where it doesn't sound like a machine. When you start putting everything in pocket, like you'll see up in here, if I have that drag all the way to that point and have this one drag all the way to my second bar and then drag this one all the way out to the end, it's gonna sound too correct. It's gonna sound too on point. It's gonna sound too robotic. Another thing in hip hop, when we sample, we don't always put everything towards the end when it loops back around. Now here's the thing. I'm not Beethoven. I'm not a R&B beat maker, although I can make beats for R&B, but I'm always having like the sampling concept in my mind. So even when I play things, I'll always put like an error in there so it'll sound like I chopped up something and tried to place everything back together. So like once we take this and let's say add some drums to it, you're not even gonna pay attention to this gap right here. Matter of fact, I might even, shorten the length even more so there's a bigger gap. Who knows? But these are some of the things that I do when I try to, play keys or whatever you want to call it when I'm creating my beats. So like I said, don't call me a monster for doing that. That's just something that I enjoy doing, and I think that that's dope in my craft. So let's say we have this and we want to add some more piano to it. Because this sound is it's almost like a piano synth sound, I don't want to put too much of piano playing here because I think that those synth sounds will clash if they're playing on top of each other. Like let's say if we were to like we can do it, but it's just that how it cries in. I don't like the way it cries in, and I think that it's gonna take away. Like let's try it just for trying's sake. See, I don't like that. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna find another piano sound, and then I'm gonna play that underneath. So like I said, we could see the creativity of piano and just melodic sounds coming together to create something dope. Damn, should we put some drums on it first? All right, so I added my drums, and then I also found a piano sound that I want to use. And actually, I got another idea to show you guys. I don't know if I'm gonna add this to the current beat that we're working on, or if I'm gonna show you how another way to create some creativity without actually knowing how to play the piano. We'll see what it come up with. But anyway, this is where we at so far. So just a simple drum pattern. I'm not trying to do anything, you know, superb or nothing like that. Just want to give you guys an idea. But check this out. So another thing that I do, I think I did. So these are my alien fingers here, right? So another thing that I do with the alien fingers is I could do like, you know what I'm saying? You could do stuff like that. And everybody uses that pattern in certain songs at some point in their life. But you know what I'm saying? Are you gonna? So see how I messed up right there? So this is what I would do to cure that. So everything's off track. Highlight it all, hold shift, hit quantize, everything's spaced up. So another trick, if you don't know how to play piano. Now let's say if I want to add some more sound to this without, let's say, going to another track or something like that. I want to do it on the same track and then fill it up to make it sound like I actually know what I'm doing. Just that simple. The only issue that we will run into if we're playing in fragments like that is that the keys won't come off as soft as like when you're playing it by hand. Like there's a softness to playing to the hand, and an actual piano player would know that you just chucking and jiving with the. Yeah, I had to go ahead and cut that video, chucking and jiving. That's something that my great grandparents would say. And sometimes in my videos I tend to act my age, right, or get old and gray bearded on y'all. But anyway, y'all get the gist of the video, right? So basically what I'm saying is, no, you don't have to be a great piano player in order to make a piano based beat, but it would help if you could do it, because of the fact that even when you're layering the piano sounds on top of each other, it comes off too hard because of the fact that you're thinking too much to try to make sure that you don't make mistakes, and also that you just got everything in pocket the way that it'll sound if it was done professionally. When you're playing by hand, you notice piano players always have that ride on them, and they're playing it soft and elegantly. Yeah, that's a big word, elegant. Anyway, you can't create that with doing it the way that I showed you today, unless you want to take a lot of time in making some adjustments. As a graphic designer, I have to do tweaking all the time when I'm doing photo editing and things like that. So I don't mind spending time doing certain things. And what I mean by that, especially with the MK3, you can use the humanizer with the variations, or you can actually just go in and level certain parts up and down. It just takes a long time, and I think I only done that maybe once or twice on the track, because what I did layer and come up with sounded so dope that I didn't want to do it over again. And then also I felt like I wanted to own that song, so I didn't want to bring another piano player in. But most of the time, man, when I want some serious piano play, I'll just get a piano player to come in. But this video was just done by request. I didn't want to have it too long. I'm sure it's gonna be a tad bit long, but not long because of the fact that I would have been sitting up here trying to show you guys all the mistakes that I make when I do this stuff. And I just wanted to show how simple it is to layer sounds upon each other and create when you're not an actual piano player. But man, this exercise here, whatever they do, and I heard that you could put rubber bands around your hand and all that to kind of strengthen your fingers. It's good for guitar players and things like that, man. But I just never got into that part as extensive as I should have over the years. And like I said, at this point in my life, because I just know how to get started and get to the end, it's not really something that's at the top of my list. But is it something that during the time, yes, sometimes I get on the piano or keyboard and play around and exercise my chord sounds and just my adjustments on the piano. So it's a good practice, man. Anything that you want to get good at, you got to do it every day to get better. Like I said, wasn't the best video to show how to play piano, but it was a video of the concept of how you can create a piano-based beat if you're not a piano player. So thank y'all once again for tuning in. Thank y'all for subscribing. I am DKhairho. We are TMR. All that good stuff, man. As you can see on the channel, I'll be having all kind of videos going on because this channel is not just about me or about what I want to do. It's actually some of the ideas that we pitch around in our group, the Music Realm. And we just kind of bring it back to one central station and just supply different ideas and different things for our community and also for our fans to watch on a daily basis. So like I said, just thank you guys for tuning in, whatever the video type that you like. Even got one on there about the Fire Stick that gets a bunch of views on it and comments. So whatever it is that you like, man, thank you guys for just sticking around and following our journey. I'm out.